Hello. Hello, hello. It's very good to see everybody again. Today I'm gonna be working on my, on drawing my character Casella as a chibi character. So yeah, join me as I do that. And it's kind of cool that I'm gonna start soon. I'm excited for that. But with that said, it's kind of just we're kind of doing the onboarding stuff for that job. What else happened this week? Lots of appointments. That's what. So warm today, and because it's so warm, my energy is so low. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but when the sun's out, I get so sleepy. I'm not sure why. Maybe it is because like of the warmth, you know, and it's comforting. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's something I've noticed recently. Changing the head position because I feel like it was too to the right. It doesn't feel like it's in the center of her body. So I wanted to change that. Yeah, that looks much better. Thing about Casella here, she's an okapi. And okapis have the biggest ears. It's insane. The biggest. So, in order to portray that, I need to do something like that, maybe? Like that. cute. That's why, because it's the vector eraser. Doesn't let me do pen pressure and I erase. She's so cute. Hi, Frisky Texie. Frisky, yes, Frisky Texie. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Trying to draw this knee less pointy. I'm so glad. That's super, super cool. I hit my mic with my hand. Oh! Hello? Hello, I can't say your name. Axies Art? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. I just saw that. Oh, I'm streaming on both Kick and YouTube, so they are on Kick. Yeah, no problem. That icon is so funny. Do you guys have plans for the day or just plan on chilling? Yeah, I think I have my alerts like turned down to low, I guess. Because I didn't hear it. Hello! Milkshake Deluxe, welcome! How are you doing? Okay. Share with me this sad fact. Nice! What kind of animation? Many chibis can't hug because their arms are too short. That's so true, and their heads are too big. That's so true. I honestly did not think about that, but that's facts. It's so sad. They're like babies, but much cuter. Yes. They're like babies, but much cuter. There's so many different chibi styles out there. Trying to develop your own. Because I haven't drawn chibis in a long, long time. So I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. Very simple character animation for college. Or for college? Oh, for a challenge. Okay. Do you think chibis would develop like a weird thing to do with their legs instead of... Maybe they would. I mean, they could high five. I still have one to do between tomorrow and the end of next month. Okay. Are you doing like the fundamentals in the animation? Or like a dialogue piece? Or something like that? Yes, they can still high five. They could do... Oh. What's this? I heard it. High zero in some cases? Oh yeah, because they have nubs. Some chibi styles have nubs. I don't particularly like that in chibis though. Looks a little bit weird. But hey, if that's your thing, go ahead. I feel like her tail isn't... It's too long. The challenge was to do 12 animations based on the 12 principles. Oh, okay, and I just needed to do them in 3D. Yeah, okay. That's really cool. I remember when I was doing that in school. Dang, Dari, be hating on the... I Yes, I am. I won't lie. I do not like the nubs. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know, little fingers are cute to me. Dari's a pro prosthetics? Wait. I mean, they can wear the nub. Okay, the nubbed chibis could wear gloves that have fingers, and then they can disguise. They can disguise that. Redraw some nub chibis, and give them. Yeah. I'm just imagining that. What's my opinion on Wild West themed things? My favorite is the Sheriff's Star and horses. I actually love Wild West themed outfits. I find it really cool. I've thought in the past of drawing my characters kind of in different genres, and the Wild West seems like so cool. I like the is it a spur? I think it's called a spur. What the cowboys and cowgirls have on their boots to like kick the horse, or not kick the horse, but like to rev the horse. I don't know what the word is. Oh, thank you so much for following, Milkshake Deluxe. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Oh, sorry. Let's see. Imagine Nub Chibis wearing gloves. Yeah, just like a stub with fingers. Yeah, that's true. It's only for looks. It sadly wouldn't be useful. Yeah, the spur, yes. I like the spur. I've seen some like Wild West characters have spurs on like the coats, or not the coats, the vests, and the hats too. I don't know why you would have spurs there, but I've seen designs like that. And they look cool. Like, I like more metal. It's like the Sheriff's Star. Fun fact, my region celebrates our regional holiday when us, a bunch of peasants and farmers, beat the French cavalry, stole their... Ooh. Stole what? Stole their gilded spurs as war... Really? Where's your region? I can't wait to see your characters wearing the spurs. Yeah! Me neither. They're all in cowgirl, because they're all girls. Cowgirl wear. Oh, that'd be so fun. I'm just imagining what they would look like. I haven't seen a good Wild West movie. Well, Belgium! Wow! That's so cool! Welcome, Belgium. That's awesome. Milkshake Deluxe dropping the Belgian lore. Your YouTube link is borked? Borked. Like it's blocked? Like it doesn't work? Let me check. I'll have to check it after. But you should be Dari Draws in YouTube. Man, thank you for letting me know. I'll have to check it. Check it? What? Check it. Oh, hello! Yes, welcome now on YouTube. We used to watch Yellowstone. Okay, I've heard of that show. I've never tried it though. What is the best thing about that show? Do you like it? Broken. Oh, dude. Okay, that's what that means. Bye. I'll have to fix it. Thank you for letting me know. Yellowstone is a good one. The horses and cows. But I'm biased. Yes. I was low-key a horse girl, but I didn't when I was younger. Like, I loved horses, but I didn't show it. Or buy things, like, because I know a lot of self-proclaimed horse girls would buy the toys, would wear the outfits, they would have a hat, like, all that stuff. I would not have those things, but I loved horses. Hi! Hi, Courtney. Welcome. We're talking about the Wild West. Yellowstone didn't feel violent to me, but I guess it depends to what you're used to watching. Right. Some scenes were gross. Like gory gross, or just had like weird moral gross scenes. I don't know. Yes, the Wild West. We're talking about Wild West shows. Have you heard of Yellowstone? Ah, gory, yes, okay. Ooh, excuse me. I've heard of it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the sub. Wow, I appreciate it. You're my first one. That's so cool. Thank you. Why can't I hear the alerts in my headphones? Like, I hear them outside of my laptop. It's so weird. Let me check that from the settings. That's so weird. But thank you so much. Yellowstone felt more like brutal through tragedy. Didn't feel that gory to me. Okay, more realistic tragedies. Goodness. I can't speak today. Good to know though. Like, you're prepping me for when I start to watch it. I'm probably into... What cat are you, by the way? I am a jaguar. Well, I'm an angel jaguar, because the full design, as you can see in the top right, has little wings on it. Because of my character lore that I have yet to develop. Yeah, thank you for mentioning Yellowstone. It's good. Good to know that there are shows out there. I haven't really been watching any movies or shows because I've been focusing on art stuff and like planning future projects and stuff. So it's good to have something to watch. Not gonna lie, you don't look that much like a car, but I can believe it. I'm glad I don't look like a car. I'm sure you meant cat. But yeah. I think it's like the eyeballs. I feel like my character's design, her eyes don't look very cat-like. 100%. And it's also like, this is a Sonic-based character, so rounded. But I appreciate the honest criticism. Oh, it was okay. It was a card joke. Okay. Bruh. You're funny. You're funny. My husband would appreciate that a lot. He loves the corny jokes. Okay, let's get this girl going. Let me know if like the music is too loud or if anything else is weird. Oh man, I hate bots. I hate so much. Like, no. I don't care. That was a bot on kick. No, thank you. How can you be in 3 places at the same time? It's a bit weird. But I assume that's part of the angel stuff. Oh! You mean like my Chibi? It's a bot from... Sorry, I just switched topics entirely. I'm talking to Milkshake. So, the 3 places at the same time. Are you talking about my Chibi characters on screen? Actually, well, no. I was gonna say they're 3 different people. It's like, no. 2 of them are the same. They're just like evolved. And one of them is different. Even on Twitch I have bots. And I need to find a way to... They're not welcome. They're not welcome and they need to leave. So one's good, one's bad, and then you. So the lore is this. The bottom left one is the original version. Like, she's like, if I were to make, like, explain the lore, I'm not gonna, because it's long. But it's like she's the main character, and throughout the story she goes through some character development things, and in the end she becomes what I look like now through overcoming some challenges in her life and like learning about overcoming trauma and like growing stronger and stuff. She becomes the angel one. Yes, I do. Like, you're 100%. I have something started. Okay, Chibis don't have chest. Like, what am I doing? Well, they kind of do, maybe like a little one, but not giant. I was drawing like a full-on thing. Anyways, I have started a Google Doc explaining the story a bit, but I should actually sit down and document everything. Be prepared for my my English just breaking sometimes because I misread things or I stutter over myself. To be honest, I found a new app this morning and it's amazing for my world building. Oh, really? Which one? Sound like a native. Thank you. Thank you. It's my second language. Thank you. It's called Obsidian. Okay. Let's look that up, actually. Obsidian. I can't. Oh my goodness. Sharpen your thinking? Is that the one? Dude, just looking at her teeth. Goodness. Okay. Okay, that's it? Okay, awesome. I have to look into it. Free without limits, yes! It's free. Yeah, like actually I'm gonna get this and right there. I love that that's the icon, actually. The purple rock. Okay, anyways, let's continue. Today is a good day. You guys are giving the best suggestions. Basically lets you paste your notes and make them into wiki pages. Okay, with hyperlinks in text. That's actually really good. That's super good. Hello, Rafi! Wait, do I know this? Do I know him? Do I know you? Is this who I think it is? So today I've been busy merging many documents into those notes. Yep, that takes time. I think the reason I haven't gotten to it, one is because I think writing is hard for me, and I feel like I can't really articulate sometimes my ideas. I find it a bit hard to do so, and I kind of just procrastinate, which I shouldn't. For sure, I need to put my crap together and do it. Yeah. Rafai. I hope you're doing good. Have any of you been out of the country? Well, besides besides those who have said yes, Belgian, the Belgian culture. But like, what's another country that you've been to? Yes, I did make this. It's not exactly a VTuber, because it doesn't move as three-dimensionally as the usual ones. I think it's called a PNG tuber. But yeah, I made it myself. And I use the app Honk, I think it's called Honk, to make it move and stuff. I'm very proud of it. I have been outside of Belgium. Yeah, okay. You drove 2 hours in any direction besides west, and you are either in France or Netherlands. Wow, that's something so cool, I think. Living in America, I think we have a different kind of sense of space, in the sense of like, because the states are not that close together. I feel like I have to travel so much more to get to another state. But I think it's so cool that and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's so cool that in Europe, I feel like countries are closer. Is that wrong to say? Ah, okay. Yeah, exactly. The distance of the countries over there is like the distance of the states here, which I think is cool. Yeah. I saw this one Instagram reel or something where a person was making fun, I think, of somebody from Europe, saying like, that's an hour away, that's so long, and or something, I forgot, and then this person from America's like, dude, like an hour away is like is the city, or is like 30 minutes isn't that long or something. I'm probably misquoting this so badly, but my point is, because I didn't think making fun of other people's different versions of time is okay, but I was like just actually sitting down and thinking about that fact that yeah, it's a little bit different how we perceive time in regard to like, oh yeah, it's just a 30-minute drive. That's fine. Versus, oh, it's an hour, or it's 3. Like, you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. I want to go out of the country at least once in my life. Yeah. I I think it is pretty cool to at least once like explore another country. What country would you think you would go to? To be honest, you don't need to leave the country to go further than most Europeans do. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. We mostly go on holidays in France because it borders us. Okay, and it takes us straight to south of Europe. Wow. I've been very curious because I'm very ignorant in this area, but like, have you? I'm assuming you see a lot of tourists uh where you're from. I'm assuming. Yeah, you can say no if that's not true, but if you do, if you have seen tourists, like, what's something you've noticed that they do? Like, that's like, oh yeah, that's a tourist that you can makes you tell, like, yep, that person's not from here. Best comparison, that's like from Maryland going to Carolinas or Florida. Oh wow, that is far. But wow, that thank you for that visual example. That helps me out. They wander around with an expensive camera at the location. I see. That is a pretty good one, actually. That makes me think of the fact, like, when I think I've gone to three countries outside of the US. And when I would go, in general, I'm not a picture person. Like, I would rather just treasure the moment, because I usually forget to take pictures. And, but I know that some of my friends are very much picture people. Even some family members are very much like, let's take a picture. Oh my gosh, you know, they get so excited, and I'm just like, but like, I don't want to. Like, we don't need to. We just enjoy what's happening, and we can enjoy what we've seen and stuff. But I at the same time, I understand why people want pictures, you know, because it's like a evidence, like, hey, I did go there, I did go here. You'd say Japan or Australia? Yeah, those are, yeah. Japan, I'd love to go to Japan. Um, yes, and get their food. I think I'm very attracted to the food. To be honest, answer, most tourists here move in herds with a guide, okay, that speak their native tongue. So by eavesdropping, you recognize them the fastest. Yes, that makes sense. I only hate posted pictures like, look at the camera. Like, okay, let's look for, I see. Yeah, I don't like those. Like, I like the ones where it's like natural. I mean, some might. Some of those natural looking pictures will be blurry. Like, not gonna lie. In America, that's a lot harder seeing of you, all of you speak English. Yeah, the majority of us do speak English, but there's still some people who don't. And they speak. And they're still learning. And I think you can tell a tourist on our side when I've gone to like the city or something. I can tell somebody's a tourist when, yes, they're taking pictures, but also when they, and not just like the language barrier too, but when there's like specific cultural differences, I would say. Like, where I'm from, taxis aren't big. Like, Ubers are more used than taxis. But if there's a tourist, they might ask that of us, like, hey, where can I get a taxi? At least that's what I've experienced. And I think that they might have come from either out like Europe, or I'm assuming that's a big assumption, I don't know. Europe or like another state where there's taxis. I'm assuming everything and I could be wrong. Completely. I've spent so long on this skirt. I need to move on. I also feel like, let's change the music a bit. You have any hints how to get good at art quickly? Let me think about that. If your goal is just to be able to draw something fast, then you have to practice. I think with that might be like you've heard it everywhere, but I think you have to practice. But the thing is not just practice. Practice smartly. In the sense of practice intentionally, like intentionally meaning today I am going to draw specifically torsos. Or today I'm drawing specifically eyeballs. Or specifically arms. Or I'm actually gonna go to the mall and specifically draw people moving. Like, that's what I mean by just practice. Practice intentionally. Something else in that kind of area as well is asking people that you know or like that you admire, like I guess how they got to where they were, and stuff. But I think that also keep your expectations. I'm just giving a lot of advice. Sorry. I can stop if you want me to stop. But repetition basically is, I think, the center of when people say practice is repetition, because when you repeat the same things over and over again, you do memorize it, and you do learn. Another good example of that is like I've played instruments in the past, and I didn't come naturally to me. I had to repeat and repeat the same notes until I got it. And it was boring as heck sometimes, but like in the end I was able to play the instrument well. You're gonna have a little chibi army. I am. But like, how to practice? So many people say just practice and notice is how. No, yeah. Oh, so repeatedly draw the same things. Yes. Yes, you draw the same things, but you take notes on how you drew them. What I mean by that is, like, if yesterday I drew arms and I draw arms again, I have to look at the arms I drew before and look at the arms I drew now and actually pay attention as to, like, okay, what's the difference? What did I do different? What do I need to fix? Things like that. Does that make sense? Like, study your own art and study where you want to be, where you want to get to, and study the differences so that you can work on the differences. Okay, I've been doing her dress for so long. I hope I'm making sense. Because, like, when I went to school, there was, in animation school, we have to draw things, a lot of the same things over and over again so that we can fully understand the shape of the thing. And sometimes it would be boring, but we would have to do it a lot. And, like, for example, for my, like, figure drawing class, they would ask, like, the homework would be, you have to draw 15 torsos, and that's what you turn in, you know? And they have to be different torsos, but they still had to be all torsos, and it had to be the same thing. And then the next assignment would be, okay, now draw hands. 15 hands, different hands. But it would always be like, repeat. And it makes sense because I do think and believe that we learn when we repeat things. I want to get to draw from reference, but if I trace a picture followed by draw from reference, the trace is so much better. Yes, the trace is so much better because, you know, you're doing it line for line versus, like, because that's how I started. And so I understand that 100%, that the trace looks so much better because you're drawing straight on versus reference is like, you have to think about it more. You have to study it more, and that won't look the same as traced. So yeah, it makes sense, but it's a good start because you still learn when you trace. I'm one of the people who advocate for beginner people to trace because you still learn. Like, you still learn if you're tracing with intention. If you're like, if you trace, if let's say you're tracing my bald chibi right now, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna, this turned into a lesson. You don't need, I mean, sorry. I don't know. So, like, you're like, oh, I'm tracing this hand. And then you trace it and you're like, wow, it looks so nice. But then you sit back and you look at it and you're like, why would she make this round? Why would she pop out this side here? Why would she do that? Why would she not make this a straight line? Why is this straight and this not straight? Like, you know what I mean? Those questions while you trace. It's like, you need to think about it. And then later, hopefully, turn draw from reference to draw from imagination. Yeah. That's my goal too. I'm still learning. I would love to do that when it comes to painting. Do you recommend still doing trace then reference or ditch the trace? I think in order to learn something, you need to do all of them. You need to trace and then try to do it without tracing and then try to do it without a reference. The thing is, my opinion is don't give up, like, always use reference, because sometimes you might forget how something looks like or like the correct properties of something. Does that make sense? I mean, I know that stuff as I know anatomy due to my studies. Yes. Okay. For archaeology, I had a course, anthropology, where I had to correctly rebuild very fragmented skeleton. Wow. So not even whole bones, fragmented bones. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. But like, the concept, I know you just said, you're like, yeah, but I know how to do that. Which is like, yeah, you do. But the concept of like still questioning why an artist chose to do something or chose to draw something a certain way is what I guess trying to advise. Is to question why people do the way they do things. Like, I'm really stuck at backgrounds. I think I need to work on those. And in order to do that, I look at artists that I admire and I question them, like, in my own head. I'm like, okay, why would they shade a tree like this? Why would they add this color? Why would, all of those questions. No, I understand why it is done the way it is. I still gotta figure out how to convey in drawing. Yeah, 100% understand. The answer is not easy, but is worth it. Okay. Let's get to the hair. Let's get to the hair. Our hair is my favorite part. I love it so much. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I went on this tangent. I know that if I was smaller, I would love like a thorough explanation. Because you're right, a lot of people say, just practice. And it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean, just practice? Excuse me. I ate some pastries for lunch and man, I am burping. Or I feel like I want to burp. And it's like, ugh, gross. To be honest, on the third day of having a tablet, as I'm very new to art, I did draw for full skeleton for a whole day repeatedly. Wow. Okay. Each one I also took more time and they got so much better. Yes. Yes. I'm so glad. That's exactly what happens. It's like, it's so cool seeing your art evolve even in a day. I also refused to trace that day. Okay. Skull, not skeleton. Yeah, no problem. Correction. I drew it like 7 times, but then I did need a break from it. Yeah. I feel like that's me. That's me a lot of the times. I feel like her snout is weird. Don't like it. Her eyes, maybe are fine. It's one of the bones where what? Oh, okay. Snout was a bit too round. Yeah, at least if this was a bunny, they're a bit more triangular. Yeah. I think because in Okapi, this is what this character is. In Okapi, has more like stretched out snout, but I feel like a stretched out one doesn't look as cute because my goal is cute. I like this one better. Yeah. More like a giraffe. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. This looks like she's looking to the side and not to us. Yes, I like this much more. She's turning out very cute, thank you. I approve. All right, this hair I think can use some work. Water break. And stretch break. All right. I'm looking her over to see if there's other things I can fix and add or something. I like this. This is nice. Whoops. Actually, maybe increase her hair. That's cute. Wow, I did not realize that I drew on the wrong, layer. Okay. She's cute. Are we finished with the sketch? Maybe, actually. This looks too buff. Or like no, her hair. I'm gonna fix this before we merge our Okay. This looks good. I'm gonna change the music. Oh, water's so good. Okay. We're done and we're ready for line art. Okay. Now, the question is which brush to use. I like the real pen. Do any of you watching play any sports? Oh my. It turns out that my honk might not be working because my mouth is not being tracked. Let me fix that. Hello? Hello, hello? Oh my. Wow, I have to close it and reopen it again. I was sidetracked. What was the question? Oh, the question was if you guys like any sports, either to watch it or to play it. What happened to my picture? What the? Where'd it go? Oh. What in the world? Hello? Hello? Okay, now it works. Okay. Yes? Yes? Okay, yeah, it works. Okay. No! Yeah, I was into badminton. Wow, okay, when I was younger, but it kind of died out for me. Oh. I've never... No, that's a lie. I was gonna say I've never played it, but no, I have. I do enjoy it. I like to watch most horse riding stuff. Yes. Ow, my gosh, my pen. I like how horses move. Yes. Horses are majestic creatures. Sport? I like playing ping pong, basketball, and golf. Yes. I haven't played much ping pong because I'm not good at it. But same with basketball, but I've played golf. I actually really enjoy golf. My favorites are volleyball and ultimate frisbee. Those are the ones I would go to. I admire the people who play basketball because I feel like you have so much endurance with that sport. My dad still plays basketball, even in his 60s. Wow, that's so cool. Your dad is cool. He must have the endurance of a god. I'm the oddball in my family when it comes to sports. I mean, some people don't like sports. Or like, it's not their thing, and that's okay. They love basketball and football. Yeah, do you mean like watching sports? Because when it comes to watching sports, I also find it hard to watch them. I don't find it as much enjoyment as I find playing. I think I like watching volleyball because it's more fast-paced, or basketball. I like watching basketball. My dad plays basketball and mostly watch basketball and football. Uh-huh. Yeah. Volleyball is probably the most fun to watch. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And like, yes, it's pretty repetitive. Um, but I don't know. I like how fast things can change. I mean, even in the other sports, I would say like that argument can be made for the other sports too. This ear looks weird. That's still weird. Work smarter, I guess. That's such a different ear. Oh my word. Wow. So what I'm trying to do is that her face is at an angle. I'm trying to also make these ears look like they are on her head, and that one is not longer than the other. I think this works. They're also going to be covered by hair, so sure. Random question. Do you guys dream much? I don't. And I'm very interested in dreams because when I do dream, they're gnarly. They're weird. And I've always like been curious about other people to see if it's more common to dream. You dream it for a bit? Really? Okay. You can control them? Oh, isn't that called like lucid dreaming? Right? I can't. I've never been able. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But I think it's so cool. How do you even get there? How do you control your dream? I don't know. That seems so difficult, I guess? I don't know. It's very strange because I got 3 types. You got 3 types of sleep? What? Every blue moon for me. Yeah. Very rare. You close your eyes, you open your eyes, and you're fully rested, and it's 9 a.m. Like, you're saying that once you close your eyes, you're just like, boom, sleep. It feels like you blinked. Yeah, I actually have those types of sleeps where I blink, or sorry, yeah, I close my eyes and then the next thing it's like it's morning. It's really weird. Then the normal sleep, quote unquote, where I fall asleep, I know I sleep, then I slowly wake up. Okay, I see what you're saying. Interesting. And then the dream ones is like the second one. But the closer I get to waking up, the more control I get over the dream. Oh, okay. Till I fully awake, and then the dream turns into a daydream. Interesting. That's so cool that you actually are so aware of that. If you got DMs, I can share with you the dreams, give you a monologue, and what I think might be the cause of me being able to lucid dream. Oh, could you share one dream here? Like, I'm very curious, and I'm sure others are curious to know. Are they, like, really weird? Or is it, like, a movie? Because I've heard both. I see. Okay. Oh my gosh. These bots. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm back. I got a call that shocked me to the core. Okay, let's get back to this. I am a popular person today. Awesome. Good. Last part, the hair. I'm so popular today, oh my goodness. Is it me or can I not hear them? Me? I'm just quiet. I'm quietly concentrating. Hi. We can talk about something. Sorry, man. Sorry. You must have been like, No, I'm here. Sometimes I lose myself in the line art process because I feel like that's the most relaxing, you know? Oh yeah, sometimes my character, like, it gathers sounds that don't exist. It's so weird. I don't know. I'll have to try and figure out why. Oh my word. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Delete it. Delete it. There we go. Maybe what it is that it catches my breathing. And it's like, oh, it thinks that I'm talking even though I'm not. Anyways, how are you? That's good. I'm very glad. Oh no, did I accidentally erase? Dang it, I accidentally erased Mia. Okay. We have all been, yeah, I've been doing good too. Today's really hot outside, so I feel like my energy isn't the best. Like I'm kind of like breathing like because it's so, excuse me, because it's so hot outside. I don't know if you get that feeling. I feel like sleepy because it's so warm. Oh, you don't? Just annoyed. It's blazing outside. Yeah. But like, really? That's crazy. I have never not felt sleepy. Like, especially in the car. Like, when it's so hot outside, the sun is just bright, and you're driving. Oh my goodness. Like, it's dangerous. Because I feel like I might fall asleep at the wheel. She's looking good. No. He's so cute. Okay. Yeah. Save that. Let's add all the colors. Yay! There's so many brown spots. Oh, I missed this spot. There we go. Yay! It's interesting to watch someone much more experienced than me draw live and spending more time studying why you did something more than actually casually watching you draw. Yeah, I hope that this is helpful. I've actually found myself doing the same thing because sometimes I don't know, like I want to know why they do things, you know? I mean, if you have a question, like if you're like, why did you do that? Feel free to ask. I have no secrets. Nothing to hide. Oh man. Thank you so much. How would you say your name? Is it Axia? I can't say. Axiesart. I can't. Please forgive me. Could I call you? Well, I don't know. What would you want to be referred to? Referred as? Axia art. Okay. Thanks. Axie, okay. And I hope it's actually Axie and not Axi, because when I read it as E instead of I, but maybe that's incorrect English. Oh man. Thank you. If you use Clip Studio Paint, I like the turnip pen, I think it's called. Okay, thank you. Axie, yeah. Sometimes I find English to be so funny. Like having some words that spell the same but pronounced differently. I have some family members who are learning English and they're just like, why is English doing this? It's just so funny. Like bow, bow, like that. They're spelled the same but they're said differently. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, the coloring pen, my go-to coloring pen usually is the turnip pen in Clip Studio. At least, you know, if I want... Oh man, if I want clean lines. Okay, time for the harder part, which is coloring all these stripes. I use turnip for line art, and I would say what I use for shading, but I would look like a fool. No, I don't think so. I use so many different things for shading. If I want texture in my lines, I use the Real G pen, I think it's called. But sometimes I just use my sketch brush. Like, it just depends, I guess, how I feel. I don't think it calls for foolish talking. Oh my word, that's too big. Am I committing a sin for using Mealy Pen with replace alpha blend mode for shading? No. If I'm being honest, I've never heard of that method, so I don't think so. Let's see, the Mealy Pen with replace alpha blend mode for shading. Yeah, no, I've never heard of that method. I mean, if it helps you, if it makes your, what's it called, your like art look really nice and look to your standards, dude, just do that. It's fine. I've been trying new things lately, and I've realized that you just need to try things, and if it works, then do it. I mean, I knew I have no clue. Oh, I see. Man, I'm so bad at reading between the lines. Like, I just found out about vector layers like not too long ago. They're so cool, man. Oh, they help speed up the process so much. Yeah, so vector layers are, I think, even better for line art. I use them all the time. I actually used them in this while I was doing line art. So they, how do I describe it? I can even show you. I don't mind. So, yeah, see, that's an example. I don't do as much painting. So the line art tool works for me. I'm actually trying to look into more painting brushes and stuff. So anyways, vector layers, it should be like the layer that looks like a box, and it helps with keeping quality in your lines, whether you transform and make it bigger or make it smaller. But also, you know, like let's say I drew these lines and I want to erase a side instead of using the eraser tool. And there's in the eraser tool, there's one that's called vector, and I have it here, and then I just swipe one side and that side's gone. It like it erases to the point of the intersection, like that, instead of like doing it like having the erase tool and doing like this. It's so much faster. It's so much faster. Yes, I use it all the time now if I want to do line art. You know, but you know, for painting it's different. I don't do it for painting. The rare times that I paint. It's so magic. It's so nice. It like it saves your life. In many. It for sure cuts down my drawing time. And it also helps me relax because I can just, my liner doesn't have to be so clean because I can just make it messy and then erase the points that are just don't work. Whoops. At the fingers. Oh, thank you so much for joining, though. I hope you go to sleep well and you sleep well and you're rested. I appreciate you joining us. I'm gonna be done soon as well. I'm just gonna finish laning the putting the flat colors. I really appreciate your support. One last question before I dip. For sketches, do you go by reference or come up with it on the spot? I do a combo, actually. It depends what I want to portray. Like for example, this drawing, I came up with it on the spot. But there's another drawing that I drew. That's a funny sentence. The last drawing of like my D&D character, I did use a reference. So I guess it just depends. Like, I usually try to think about it to come up with it on the spot, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? I don't know what this looks like. So then I look up a pose that looks similar to the one I'm doing, and it helps out a ton. I wouldn't call my sleep schedule healthy by any means, like 6 hours every day due to school plus drawing. Oh my. I couldn't. Is it, well, I guess it's because you just do a lot, right? Or is it just you struggle to sleep? I mean, you don't have to say anything. I don't want to pressure you or anything. But I hope that, like, you get sleep. That doesn't sound good. My sleep schedule is random. Sometimes I sleep for 2 hours. What? Sorry, that was loud. 2 hours? Other times for 12. Oh my. Oh my. I've been pretty consistent. Like, I'm 7 to 8. Well, no, actually. Sometimes I'm 6 hours of sleep. It ranges. It depends. Oh my. It depends what time I go to bed. Guys, come on. I advocate for sleep. But I understand if it's hard or if, like, your schedule just... Like, it's just hard and you can't... Oh my word, this is not the brush. Here it is, okay. I'm forcing myself to draw a lot. It's kind of good because I don't play games anymore. But it's very, very consuming on my mental. It's like 9.5 hours of school, then 7 to 9 hours of drawing. Yeah, I see what you mean. Can't learn if you don't grind. That's true. I call that power naps. Yeah. It's true. It's true. You don't learn unless you grind. I can't survive. Yeah, I can't either, man. I hate sleeping. I can't do... I can be doing art instead. No, man. I get that. But the thing is, I love sleeping. So, like, I understand, but also... You're right, to be honest. I can go with 5 to 6, not with 2. Yeah. As long as you feel rested and it's not affecting your health, like, you can sleep the amount of hours that you can sleep, but like 2 hours is crazy. If I try to go to sleep at reasonable hours, I can't fall asleep. Really? Do you think it's because you're... I'm literally... If you need to go, you can go. Don't let me keep you. I'm just curious about what you're saying. I was gonna ask one more question, but if you need to go, no worries. I was gonna be like, do you think it's because it's just habit? Like your body has just registered it as we only sleep at 12 or something? Oh, it's fine. I'm having fun chatting here. Oh, I'm glad. It's like, excuse me, I will never know. You will never know. This is not good. There we go. What is the bar? What is the bar where it count as affecting my health? Yeah, right? The video game of ire of real life. I wish I had a endless, what's it called, inventory, where I could just have everything on me and somehow keep it. Like, I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda, and like, he has so many stuff. Imagine in real life, where would you keep all that? Where would you keep all those meals in your actual body? Okay, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. Hope to see you next time. Talk to you another time. Yep, hopefully. Yeah, stay hydrated. I'm gonna drink, take a sip. Water's good. I've been sleepy since I finished my animation though. Animating is tiresome. Yes, it is. Brain was working at 700% output. Oh man. But actually though, I give you applause. Because man. This might be a personal pet peeve on myself. When I draw references, I normally don't include the mouth open. I just forget to. But when it is open, I'm so thankful and grateful because I draw a lot of my drawings, I draw the character with their open mouth. And it's sometimes I don't know the color of the inside of your mouth, and that's just it's a tiny pet peeve that in most references they don't have those colors because I mean, I'm assuming because it's easier to not draw the inside of your mouth. But sometimes I'm like, I just have to make up the colors, man. That might be a weird pet peeve, but I just have it. Okay. Just need that. And then we're good. No, actually, we're not because I need to draw the eyes. Or not draw a color. Eye time. Oh no. That was so bad. Let's deselect that. That's cool. Did you know that this tool existed? This lasso fill tool? That, like, I did not know that existed in Clip Studio Paint. It's called lasso fill. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that would totally help. Maybe it'll help you, Courtney. It's in the, yes. It's like where the lines are. It's the line where the line tools are. Like where you can build the straight line. There's a tool there called lasso fill. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay. Let's see. Cuteness, yay! I feel like this should grow. No, that's not what I mean. This. Milk, I know. My speech. Sometimes I say dumb things. Okay, and then her eyebrows, which I think should be dark brown. Totally forgot them. There you go. Yay, she's so cute. We'll shade her next time. I wonder where I can use it, but it is nice to know for sure. Yeah, I mean, if the fill tool works for you, then I guess you're fine. I just know that sometimes I guess you want to just fill something instead of color it in. Does that make sense? Thank you, Courtney. Yeah, I think I'm gonna darken this a little bit. For now, yeah. Here she is. What is wrong with me? Oh my word. She's so cute. I'm gonna shade her next time. Anyways, yeah. Well, I'll add one thing before I log off for today. I'll just add her blushies. Where's my airbrush? She turned out great. I'm gonna head to bed though. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys being here. Sleep well. Oh man, hello. That's funny. That's funny. The Nightbot. That's fun. Oh, it's a warning. Why would it warn you? I'm fine with caps. What? I love you, honey. You're amazing. I love you. I know. Yeah. That's really funny. Okay. I'm gonna just fix this eye shine and then I'm gonna go. Wow, that's horrid. And then I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna log off. Yeah. Perfect. No, actually not yet. Okay. Next time we're gonna shade her. Or I might shade her off screen. We won't, I don't know. But okay guys, thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow I'm gonna come back and stream, and I'm gonna do requests this time. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's save. I know, honey. I love you. Yay! Yes, thanks for watching. Bye bye.